Hi! People with a fixed mindset thinks that their brain will never change. Today we know that with a growth mindset, brains do change. Let me show you. A fixed mindset person thinks that the brain is like a can, a closed can with no labels. And if you think about it, this is what we used to think, that whatever we were born with was what we get. The problem with this was that you didn't know how much was in it. Let's say, for example, that there were cherries in the can. As you went through life, you could not know whether or not you had a can that was full of cherries, or maybe was really only half full of cherries and the rest was all liquid. The problem with that is that people would doubt their capacity, and a label would stick, like you're smart or you're talented or you're not smart or you can't do math, and people wouldn't think that they could change it. Neuroscience has showed us the opposite, that in fact our brains are more like a tree, and that the tree has infinite connections and branches that it can make. So, unlike a can, where A, you don't know how much you have, and B, it's limited in size, a tree can continue to grow and to make more and more connections. Now, here's the really cool part. When we work our brain, when we are learning something new and are on the edge of just understanding something, that's when the tree is growing. That's when our neurons are extending and looking for other connections that they can make. And this little space here between the synapses of the neurons of your brain is called the synapse, and it's this little space, we'll show it again, it's this little space in between. And every time you make an attempt to do something, you leave a trail in between those two neurons. And it is that trail, and leaving it over and over and over by trying and trying and trying again, that in the end makes this a much smoother connection. So that something which was hard and you felt like you had to reach for it to get it, now becomes easy. Kids, just knowing about this, knowing that their brain is not like a can, they do not have a limited number of cherries to go through life with. Their brain is like a tree, and it can grow more and more and more connections. The harder they work, the more things that they explore, the more it will grow. And it grows the most when they're struggling, when they're right on the edge of what is new and what is hard for them. Let them know. Add that to your growth mindset praise.